We're about to go live, so if you're ready, start loading into the class, ready for Fusion Pilates. So I'll give everybody an opportunity to load in, come into the class. Good to see you coming into class today. Welcome. So we have our 4 o'clock Fusion Pilates in my living room studio. All right, so make sure you get yourself a mat, maybe a chair for the balance exercises, a water bottle, and just lots of space to move around. So you've got space to move around. So let's see who's coming. Leanna, great to see you again. You've been following lots of workouts, so I'm so happy you're here again today. Some of you, I don't know your handle, so I don't know who you are, but somebody's got Wine Diva. So whoever you are, I like you already just based on your name. So Lewis, so great to see you again. Lewis is here from overseas, which is so fantastic. So we have people coming in from the Academy. I see some people from the Academy. I see some people from the Glencoe Club coming in. I see some of my peers from overseas coming in, some of my fitness pros. Colleen, great to see you coming in today for the class. You've been doing lots of classes too. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling like I'm getting fitter than I was before because I'm doing everybody's classes. So this is my second workout today. I did the Academy workout with Andrea and Matthew this morning, the 30-minute crush turbulent class. So that was super fun. Hey Erica, great to see you down in California. How's it going there? So fun to have you. Erica's one of my fellow balance body master trainers. She's amazing. So follow Erica Quest. She's doing lots of workouts at home as well. So check her out. If you're not following her, definitely follow her for some incredible workouts. Who else is coming in? Hi from Vancouver. Lilybug, I don't know who Lilybug is, but from Vancouver, hello. Right. So yes, we keep everybody coming in. We've got another minute before we start, and then we'll officially start. So just a reminder for those of you just coming in now, you need a mat, maybe a chair or a counter for balance, some water. Shep, you're amazing. This workout number 3 today, I've seen you in other workouts. I know I have. So you are rocking these workouts. So way to go. So I am doing daily workouts. So spread the news. If you've got friends who are sitting at home and they're feeling a little lethargic, we're going daily. So tomorrow we're going to be doing a core class at noon. So today is Pilates Fusion. So a fusion of Pilates with fitness, core conditioning and fitness movements. So we're going to blend those in with a little bit of yoga interspersed in it as well. So who just came in? All right, again, some of these I'm going to go on afterwards, and I'm going to try and find out who all of you are. So great to have you all here. Oh, Lilybug is a former Heavens member. Great to have you here, Lilybug. I'll go look you up and I'll find out who you are. Check out your photos and things as we go. All right, so let's start on the mat. So we're going to start lying down, which is you probably thinking, that sounds good. We're going to start down there just to wake up the body. Then we're going to stand. We're going to do some standing moves and integrating core in our standing and Pilates, and then bring it down onto the mat. So always in my classes, remember to listen for the modifications. Take the ones that feel right for your body. Second, respect what's going on. If you feel like crushing it today, really go for it. You can push all of the exercises and take the options that really challenge you. Or if you're saying, you know what, I need to take breaks throughout. This is new for me. I haven't done Pilates before. Take those breaks. You deserve it. Do what you can. Take the breaks. Remember, nobody is watching. You are in your home, and so you can do whatever you want. You can even have a cocktail while you're doing this. I don't know. Okay, so here we go. So let's come into a seated position on your mat, and just taking your feet comfortable distance apart. Sit up nice and tall and just pull up. Inhale, and as you exhale, just curve your spine. So let's just get some mobility through the back. So we inhale, lift, exhale. Right, so the first little bit is all about just getting the body moving, right? So that we don't shock the body into what's going to happen next. We're just really just trying to awaken everything, get a little bit of heat in the tissues, the muscles, the connective tissue, but also connect our breath with our movement today. Inhale, lift, and exhale, roll back and hug your knees into your chest, and then just gently rock side to side. And then just notice if the spine feels a little unhappy. Maybe you've been sitting for a while. The spine can sometimes be like, I just need to move a little bit. And then bring your legs legs together, take the arms out to the side. Inhale here. As you exhale, take your knees over to one side and let the bottom leg lower down, the top leg stacks on top. And just notice any tension that is through the body as you hold here. And now let's lift the top leg first, and then the bottom leg follows. Exhale and go the opposite way. So we're starting nice and easy through the body. Hold here. Then lift the top leg, inhale, exhale, close the opposite leg, and bring your legs over. Now you can do that again. When you lift the leg, you can lift the top leg first, or to integrate a little bit more core, lift both legs at the same time. Inhale, lift up, exhale, and come over. So you're going to feel a little bit more work through the core body as you go into that. So we inhale to lift up, we exhale and come over to the side. And as you come over to the side, again, respect what's going on. Right? If you need to spend a little bit more time in one position because there's some tightness in your body, spend that time there. Inhale here, exhale. So I'm in Calgary, Alberta. Some of you are, in different places around the world, and we've been having like winter. So the sun just came out. It's so nice. Inhale up, exhale, and bring your feet to the floor. Now with your feet lining up with your sitting bones, your arms down by your side, let's roll through the pelvis. So the pelvis is going to roll up, and we're going to come into that shoulder bridge. So you end up with the weight across the shoulder girdle. Inhale here. As you exhale, melt the back rib cage down, the low back, and the pelvis. Let's link the arms with it. Inhale and reach. Exhale and lower. Now if you find that there's too much tension in the shoulders as you go up and over, you can keep the arms down by your side body. So don't feel like you have to lift them up and over. But this way we get some opening through the shoulder as well as through the hip. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, and lower yourself down. Now you can take your hands to your thighs. Let's do that for the first one. Slightly tuck your chin. Look up towards your legs. And you're going to roll through the spine and then bring yourself back up to where we were. Remember that? And then roll back down. Reach the arms overhead. If you'd like, reach the arms to the ceiling. And without using your legs, roll yourself up. Inhale, lift. Exhale and roll through. Reach the arms around the side of your body so you open the shoulder. Inhale to the ceiling, exhale, curl. So we're just warming up here. And roll back. Reach the arms up to the side and around. Inhale to the ceiling, exhale, tuck the chin, curl up, right? And then roll back. We have one more, then we're going to stay up. Inhale up, exhale, roll up. Okay, so now you're going to take your legs and fan them. So let's take your left leg in front, your right leg comes to the side. And just sitting in what we like to call a mermaid position. Mermaid. Okay, so you're going to take your hand to your shin, the left hand comes up overhead, and you're going to side bend and then exhale over to the opposite side. So just getting the lateral movement in the body. So while we're doing this, let's talk a little bit about Pilates and your focus for today. Right, so I always like to have a focus and intention. So Pilates is about quality of movement. Quality of movement. Right, you may have been doing lots of workouts that are about speed and intensity, but today is all about quality. So inhale up, exhale and switch. Take the legs around, come to the other side. And as you go into it, you may notice that one side feels different than the other. So side bend and then over. So when we talk about quality of movement, right, we'll start the movement slow so you can really think about your technique. And then today, as we go through the movements, you have the choice to pick up tempo as you wish, but always think about good alignment, good technique, firing the muscles that I'm talking about as we go through the work. Good. And then come up. Good. Bring the legs out in front. Good. And then gently flex through the ankles. And I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Take a deep breath. Inhale up. And as you exhale, take your hands behind your back. And let's open up the chest and shoulders by lifting upwards and then curving down. So you press into the palms of the hands to lift. And you exhale and you curve. Now as you lift, you roll the shoulders back. And feel as though you lift the sternum upwards. And then the head just follows along with the action of the spine. So it's not like the head goes any further, but just a comfortable distance for you, whatever that may be. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, and come down. Good. Swing your legs around to one side, and then bring yourself up to kneeling. Once your knees are underneath you, take the arms up overhead. As you exhale, reach out to the side. Now try and keep the weight centered through both legs and the pelvis where it is as you rotate towards the left. And then inhale, center. Exhale, rotate to the right. Inhale, center. So you want the sensation or the feeling of the rib cage rotating on top of the pelvis. So the pelvis stays locked in as we rotate through the rib cage. Now you might find this feels quite different kneeling than it does standing. That's intentional. When we kneel, we have a little bit more contact with the ground so that we can support ourselves to get a little bit more rotation that doesn't go through the hips. And then exhale and bring it down to the center. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, hinge forward as if you're hinging into a forward bend, but we're going to stop ourselves at about 45 degrees. This activates the abdominals, but take one hand to your low back and you're going to feel all of these muscles in the back of the body fire up. That's their job. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, hinge. All right, so when we fire those muscles up, they help to stabilize our spine. That's what we want to have when we take the bigger moves today. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let's just turn them on. Bring your hands down, round the back out. Come into that cat stretch and just move around through your spine. So you just get some movement in the spine, breathing through it. Good, and then come to the center, lengthen the spine, and it is time to begin the harder work. Curl your toes under, pike the hips up, press back into that downward facing dog, and then just roll through the feet, rolling it out. All right, roll out. We'll come back to this a little later on, but we've got some standing work to do. Heels come down, walk your hands back towards your feet. Come into a standing forward bend. Exhale, take the tension out of your neck and shoulders. Bend the knees as much as you need to keep your fingertips down. Good, from here, inhale, sit back into a squat, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold and lift the hips up. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Crown of the head coming forward, maybe gazing forward. And then exhale, folding. Inhale, creating length. Exhale. Now each time we do this, really ground the feet. So both feet are equally weighted into the floor as you do this. One more time. Sit into that squat. Reach the arms out. Come into chair pose or squat. Hold here. Breathe into it. Activate your legs because we're going to go into a leg series. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, open up and roll the shoulders. So our first standing working series. So we're going to take your feet. Hi Cooper, he came for the workout again. All right, feet together. Arms out and just balance. All right, so you're going to take your left toe, you're going to touch in front. You're just going to dip down as if you're dipping your toe into water and then stand up. So we dip and we stand up. So it's a single leg dip. So what we're doing is we're bending into the supporting leg and the other leg is just touching. Now if you feel you're ready to lift that foot up off the ground, we can go into that single leg dip. As you do it, notice the tracking of the knee. So we want to have stability so that when we come down, the tracking from the hip to the ankle and to the toes is a straight line. Now, you may have a journey on the way down where the knee is going in and out until the leg figures out what it needs to do. Are we starting to feel a little load? Sit down, hold, half circle back, half circle forward, stand up, knee lift. Come down, dip, half circle back, half circle forward, knee comes up. So there's a lot of balance here. So remember, you can always use a chair. You can always come to a counter, right? Or forget the knee lift and just take a little bit of a break. How are we doing right here? We're not done. We are not done. We starting to feel some glutes activating as we go through this. Do you want to take a break or do you want to stay on this side? We want to stay on this side. 2 more. 1 more. I'm going to turn so you can see what's going to happen here. Take the leg back. You're still down. Tip your body weight forward. Reach the arms forward at a diagonal. All right, so we're not tipping all the way forward, but we're at a diagonal. We want to square the hips, flex the foot of the lifted leg so the toes are pointing down. The arms are going to split like we're doing swimmer in Pilates on the mat, or we're doing it in balance. We inhale on one side, we exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So the movement of the arms is creating a dynamic action that the core has to now figure out how to stabilize against that action. So from your opposite rib to hip on the front of the body, we call these your oblique slings. They're activating as the arms are going. So if you want to pick up tempo, start to pick it up. All right, so pick it up. Breathe in, out for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Come to your knee balance as if nothing happened. And bring that foot down and walk it out. How was that? Get ready for the other side. All right, so other side, tap the toe forward, parallel the hips, dip and lift. So you dip down, you lift up. Now you keep that foot down if you want, or you can lift the leg up. Remember, if you have a chair close by, just even a fingertip on that chair can give you that stability that you need, that eventually you just take your hand away. But if you're struggling to balance, find something that will help you so that you can really get into the muscle, because I want you to get into the work of the muscle. Good, 2 more. Are you ready to add that half circle? Yes, you are. All right, so come down, half circle back, half circle forward, knee lift up. So we dip, we stay in the dip, and come up. So when we're staying down, we call this time under tension. Time under tension is when the muscles are having to work in an isometric way to hold us in place. When we're doing body weight exercises, that can help give you overload. So you get enough activation into the muscles to create some overload. So I know I talked a lot on the other side, so I want to make sure that I talk a lot on this side so that we balance out the 2 sides. All right, great. Some more people have joined us. Welcome. Great to have you here in the class today for our Fusion Pilates. Good. One more, take it back behind you. Then you start to tip forward. As you tip forward, activate the abdominal muscles, lengthen through the spine. It doesn't matter how far you tip forward. Take the arms out. Now the arms are, one goes slightly forward, one goes slightly back. You inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now that back toe can touch the ground, or the back toe can be lifted. Right? You can stay at this tempo, or you can start to pick up the tempo of the arms to challenge a little bit more work. In, out, in, out, in, out. Keep breathing, holding that balance, breathing into it. How do we feel? What? Only 2? Only 2 what? 3, 2, 1. Hold, hold. Breathe, 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 breathe. Hang on to it. Where are we going to go? Knee lift. Find it. Squat down. What? Where was the break? There's no break. Spread the toes. Sit back into the hips. Draw the inner thighs together. Remember, we're integrating some yoga into this as well. So draw the thumbs to the sternum, the elbows wide. Now pick up all 10 toes and start to wiggle your toes as if you're playing the piano with your toes. So play the piano with your toes and see if you can get all toes moving. Sometimes we find that some of the toes are stuck, right? So it's like, I gotta get my toes moving. They're not talking to me right now. Can I play the piano with my toes while I'm still sitting in that chair pose? Good. So bring the arms up and then pull down and lift, pull down. You're going to do small pulse. So you pull and pull and pull. So as you pull down, squeeze the palms of the hands together, create a little resistance into the upper body as you sit into the legs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Rise up onto the heels or onto the toes. So the heels are going to come up. You're going to find the balance. Keep breathing. Stay focused. You're almost finished the leg series. And then we are going into our plank series. Last 4, last 3, last 2, 1. Stay low, heels come down. Press down a little deeper if you can. Scoop the arms up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, push up. Exhale, open and roll the shoulders back. Okay, we're going to play a game of add-on. So come to the back of your mat. So you've got the length, or if you're in the living room, the length of your carpet to come forward. Bring your feet underneath you, parallel or together. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, hands come down beside you. Imagine your whole back is against a wall. You're going to tuck your chin. You're going to roll down, vertebrae by vertebrae, curving the spine. Curving, curving, curving. And then all we're going to do is walk out. We're going to take 3 counts to walk out. 1, 2, 3, plank and hold. So once you're in your plank, find that strong core. Lift up through the abdominals. All right, inhale as you exhale. Squeeze the inner thighs together, and that will activate your legs. Now, we've got active legs, active abdominals. Focus into the upper body. Press down equally into your thumb and your little finger on both hands. Soften the elbows and feel as though your bicep and your tricep are going to grip your arm bones. Then, we've got 3 counts to walk back. Come back, 1, 2, 3, and roll up through your spine. Okay, so game of add-on. Now we add on a push-up. Inhale here as we exhale, tuck your chin, roll down. This is such a fun game to play on a Saturday. 1, 2, 3, plank, come down 3 counts. 1, 2, 3, exhale, push, walk back. 1, 2, 3, roll up. Game of add-on. Inhale, exhale, tuck your chin, roll down. Walk it out. 1, 2, 3. Now remember, you can go to knees on the push-up if you like. Come down. 1, 2, 3. Now where's the add-on? Right leg lifts, point, flex, and lower. Left leg lift, point, flex, and lower. Lift your hips up, walk back. And roll yourself back up. Let's do it again. We're adding on. Roll down. The nice thing, it's only 1 push-up at a time though, right? Okay, 1 push-up. 1, 2, 3. Push up, right leg. Up, point, flex, and lower. Left. Up, point, flex, and lower. Now, pike the hips up. Lift your right hand. Reach for the opposite leg. Come back. Opposite side. Reach. Come back. Walk it back. Back. 2, 3. Roll yourself up. I wonder how long we're going to add on for. Inhale. Exhale. Roll down. How's it going? Walk out. 1, 2, 3. Knee or toe push up. Down. 1, 2, 3. Lift. Right leg. Up. Point. Flex. And lower. Left. Up. Point. Flex. And lower. Pike it up. Take it back. And up. And back. And up. Some of you kind of know where I'm going. So now you've got a choice. You can bring your left forearm across the mat, or stay where you are. Lift up, hold, come down. Other side, lift up, hold, come down, walk back. 1, 2, 3, roll up. They say you can remember 7 things. Inhale here. Exhale, roll down. Roll it down. Adding on. Walk it out. Walk it out. Here we go. Push up. 3 counts down. 1, 2, 3. Lift up. Right leg. Lift. Point. Flex. Lower. Left leg. Lift. Point. Flex. Lower. Pike it up. Reach across. And back. Quality of movement. Finish the movement every single time. Come to your perfect plank. Right hand lifts. Left hand lifts. Come back down. Come into crouching tiger. Float your knees above the mat. So we're floating above the mat. We push through the legs. We come all the way down. Push, lower. Now we gotta get up. Push, hold. Walk it back. And roll yourself up. This is Pilates playtime. Inhale here. Exhale. Tuck and curl. Taking it out. You're like, when is the plank series over? I don't know. Whenever you want to finish. Here we go. 3. 1, 2, 3. Push up. Right leg. Up. Point. Flex. Lower. Left. Up. Point. Flex. Lower. Pike it up. Reach. Forward. Reach. Forward. Stabilize now on that left side of your body as you open it up. Stay there. Take your time. Come down. There's lots of time. Rotate. Come back to the center. Hold. Pull back. Hover. All the way forward and down. Your add-on is extension. Hold and breathe. Lift the legs. Lift the hands. Whole anterior body is lengthening. Whole posterior body is now working. Feel that breath. Inhale, exhale, curl your toes under, push yourself up. Walk back. And roll yourself up. Are you ready to do it one more time? I'm going to face you. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, roll down. All the way. Walk it out. One push up. 1, 2, 3, push up. Right leg. Lift, point, flex, and lower. Left leg, lift, point, flex, and lower. Draw up. Use your core to lift. Reach across. Come back to plank. Lift, reach across to the opposite leg. Come to plank. Stabilize your left arm. Come over into that side. Hold it. Side T. Breathe, 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 breathe. Come back to the center. Opposite side. Hold, 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 hold. Come back to center. Crouching tiger. Go back. Come forward. Lower all the way down. Inhale, extend, lift, hold. Breathe, 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 breathe. And exhale, rest. Oh, how did that go for you? Just shake out your hips. Shake out the lower body. And then bring your hands in beside your rib cage. Push yourself up. And walk back into an all-fours position. So all-fours position. There's two options here. You can keep your knees down or curl your toes under and float the knees. And all we're going to do is tap the right leg back and in, then the left leg back and in. Now we're trying to keep everything still as you tap that leg back. Back and in and back. Good. So imagine for a moment, keep going, you've got a plate of glass across your pelvis, the back of your pelvis. So when the leg goes out and in, that plate does not drop because it's super expensive. It's been, handed down generations by generations. You do not want it to fall off your pelvis. You want to keep it there because we're going to add on if you like. Remember, the knees can stay up or the knees can go down. Inhale here, everybody. Exhale, rest. Okay. Knees can stay down or float it back up. Here we go. So you're going to tap right, lift, tap, come in. Left, lift, tap, come in. Now you should feel when your leg elevates, the entire core body has to fire up. It has to brace against that leg lifting because you haven't got a very stable surface with the opposite leg. Notice if your hips want to come up. Can you keep your hips level like a table to your shoulders as you do this? How many more reps do you want to do? Just checking in with you. I was telling one of my friends last night that I feel like I can actually see you now, which is a little scary. For 4. We got 3 more reps. 2 more reps. 1 more rep. And then lower your knees down. Shift your weight forward, lower all the way to the mat. Bring your forearms down. Take your feet about shoulder width apart or maybe a little bit wider. Point the toes away. Come into a back extension. So we're going to work the back of the body now. So breathe into it. So, what do we need to do? Just rock your pelvis side to side for a moment. Good. If you're feeling a lot of compression in your low back, come down a little bit lower and think of lengthening the spine. So we don't want to be compressing into the low back. We want to feel length. Now, to support your low back, I want you to imagine circa 1970. Some of you are around. I know who you are. The disco era. We used to put our jeans in the dryer before we went dancing so that we'd shrink them up. The only way you could zip them up is if you were lying down on your bed to zip them up. Remember those? You got it. So I want you to think of zipping up circa 1970 jeans, right? So from your pubic synthesis right at the pelvic floor, pull up on the zipper. You should feel that lower area of the abdominal lift. Keep that lifting sensation as you float the arms out, right? So you're lifting up, zipping up the pants. Remember, so it's a zipper, right? They were high-waisted back then too, so come right up into the navel. So from the pelvic floor to the navel, zipping up as the arms are floating out. I'm going to turn this way so you can see what's going on. So we are going to lift the elbows, drip the fingertips down, lift the legs, and breathe and hold. Now the legs and the arms are going to come together. So touch the fingertips together as the legs come in and then go wide. You stay lifted. You touch in, you open. You touch in and open. Yes, the whole back of your body is working. Also, your inner thighs are working here. So keep it going. We've got a few more reps to do, right? Keep it out. Keep that zipper lifted. Keep it drawing in and out. Then come out and hold. Now contract across your upper back. Float the elbows up. Feel the strength of your back muscles. Then take your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers and draw back. Draw your legs together. All right, coming into locust pose from yoga. So the inner thighs draw in. Right? The shoulders draw back and down. The heart opens up forward. So you feel as though the sternum is reaching forward, and keep breathing. Hold for 4. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and melt down. Bring your hands down and let your head come to one side. Yep. Felt my hamstrings a little bit. Hands beside your ribs. Push up, press back, stretch it out. Let's come over to one side. So coming onto one side, you're going to bring the forearm down. So alignment is really important here. You want to align from your shoulder to your elbow. Try not to sink into this waist, right? I want you to think centerfold. Lift up. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so lift up. Try and get strength in that bottom side of your body, even though we're not lifting. Stack your legs. Bring your heels aligned with your hips, your knees slightly forward. And we're going to start doing this hip opening and closing. This is called a clam. This is a really great exercise for your spinal stabilizers. So if you take the top hand to your low back, you're going to feel when you lift that leg, there's muscle contraction going on. Now you're saying maybe to yourself, this doesn't feel that hard. You have an option. Okay? Fingertips down to begin with, because what's going to happen is you're going to lift and open and lower. Lift the hip and lower. So if you want, hand can be up, hand can be down. Once you get that sensation of lifting and opening and closing, right, there's a little bit more work now. But if you've already picked up, you know that it never ends quite here, because there's more things to add on. 2 more, 1 more, and this time stay up, extend the top leg out. With that top leg straight out from the hip, draw a circle. All right, so small circle as you're drawing it around. Now I know, some of you could do planks for a really long time, but really think about what's happening right now, that you're keeping everything stable as the leg circles. Reverse the circle. Breathe. Good. Keep it going for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now listen, real close. Rotate your body forward. Fingertips reach forward. Your leg rolls in. Bend your knee, lower the knee down, kick up at an angle. What? In, kick up. Are your glutes starting to talk to you? Is something happening? So the body is rotated forward at about a 45-degree angle so that the leg can kick up from the gluteal, but the bottom gluteal, you might be feeling that one as well. So I'm just checking in with you. So if you're close to your phone and you can tell me how things are going, let me know. Yeah? Kaya, how's it going? Are you doing it? So my daughter's out in Vancouver still. We still can't get her because there's snowstorms all across the mountain pass. For 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down and rest. Oh, come to the other side. It's like, okay, my glute. I'm afraid the bottom glute was a little fatigued from the other side, so we might be feeling it. So we're going to start easy. Heels line up with your hips. Knees slightly forward, legs together. Find that good, strong, stable position as you open and close. So just think mobility right now. Think mobility. Think of turning on the muscles that stabilize the spine. All right, I feel a little under pressure right now, just saying, because Miss Erica Quest is on here, and she's like a Pilates goddess, right? So yeah, she's watching me right now. So breathe through it. Right, keep it going. How am I doing, Erica? Okay, keep it going. Okay, so remember you can stay here. Or fingertips down. As the leg opens, we lift. Right? So we lift, we contract that bottom waist, we contract that top glute. So bottom waist, top glute. Arm can be out. It kind of starts out easy, but it doesn't end that way. Doesn't end that way. No, keep it going. How's our Saturday afternoon Pilates class going? I've never taught Pilates in Saturday afternoon, so this is kind of fun. All right, 1 more. Good. Hold, extend out. circle. So as we circle that leg, we're moving the femur bone inside of the hip joint. So think of like the hip joint is here, and the femur is just stirring around in that joint one direction, and then it's going to be the other way. So reverse the direction, stir it around the opposite way. So good. Keep breathing. Take brace if you need it, and hold. Now turn the body diagonally, reach that hand forward, curl that heel up. So your leg is at a diagonal as you bring it down to the inner thigh and lift. And lift. Up, up. So the leg's at a diagonal. I'm going to turn sideways so you can kind of see what I mean by that diagonal. So that the leg is going back at a diagonal. So we're firing up the gluteals, breathing through it. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Is that enough? Bring it down and come up to seated. Oh, move your hips side to side. So fun. All right, bend your knees. All right, so V-sits. V-sits are a tricky exercise because we need to have stability and strength at the same time, but alignment is key. So I'm going to turn sideways. Feet together, inner thighs draw together. Lean back. So where your weight should be is on the back edges of your sitting bones. If you feel it's comfortable, you're into the soft cushions of your gluteal muscles, you've gone too far. You want to be right up on the bones. And you almost want to feel like you're going to hyperextend the low back. So you want to feel like you're lifting up, right? And then the shoulders roll back. So the sternum's going up, the spine has got a nice curve in it, and we're just balancing on those back edges of the sitting bones. Good thing you're going to lean back, or reach out, Slightly tuck your chin. All right, so reach the arms into a vertical position. So the fingertips are reaching to the ceiling, to the shoulder, but the head is back behind it. Now remember, your head's about 10 pounds. About 10 pounds, so it's like your weight right now. So it's leaning back because you're still in that V with the hip and the knee and the torso, but your arms are vertical, right? So there should be a slight earthquake happening, right? Inner thighs are drawing in together. Float one leg up. Float the other leg up. Remember I said it was all about we start slow and then we're going to pick it up, so you can stay slow, or you can say, I'm going to take a break, right? All right, so from here, open the arms out to the side, alternate leg tap. 1, and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. So if you start to fall backwards, all right, just take a break. Come back and pick it up again. All right, so we're lowering and lifting, lowering and lifting. Now alternate. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. And bring your feet down. Lengthen forward and come to your forward bend. Love, love, love it. Good, and then roll yourself up. Okay, so cross your right leg over your left. So your right leg is going to lock your left leg down. Arms go out. Inhale here. As you exhale, roll the pelvis behind you. Draw the pubic bone towards your navel. Curve the spine and roll all the way down to the mat. That hands come behind your head. So now if the leg's straight, the pelvis is anchored down, bring your ribs to your hips. So we close the space between your hips and ribs, and we contract the abdominal wall. And we just curl up, lower down halfway. Exhale, lower down halfway. Now you're going to feel like you don't lift as high as you would in a regular curl, and that's the whole intention. Is all we're trying to do is create internal tension from the deepest layers of the abdominals. So focus on the exhalation. That's going to engage the deep muscles, transversus abdominis, your diaphragm, some of those deeper muscles. So it's not about how high we lift, but how much tension we can create. So now come up. Inhale here, hold it. Exhale, draw the abdominal muscles in. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. From this position, you're going to bring your heels in and lift so the knees go out to the side, and now rotate across and center. Exhale, center. So at any time during this series, you can take a break, right? You can just roll back, hug your knees into your chest, take that break as you need it, because this is a tough series. 2 more, 1 more, and then come to center. Now this is a good time to take a break or keep that time under tension. So the legs are going to go out at a diagonal, squeeze the inner thighs together. Then they're going to come in, elbows go up, reverse curl. So you're going to go open and in, open and in. Take your time, slow and control, curl it in. So it's a reverse curl with an extension. Now sometimes a reverse curl is not happy, doesn't make your low back happy. So if you're finding that your low back does not like that, do not lift the hips, just come in and do an extra crunch. 2 more, out and in, open and in. 1 more, open and in, feet come down, roll down, straighten your legs. Reach the arms to the ceiling, inhale here, exhale, roll up. All the way. And bring your arms down. Other leg, left leg goes, cross, we have our second set. Inhale here, exhale, roll the pelvis. Pelvis goes down first, then into the low back, then the bottom rib cage, then the shoulder blades, then the head, and reach overhead. Keep the legs locked down, hands behind your head, curl the front rib cage towards your pelvis. So the pelvis stays neutral. We just curl up, we lower down halfway. You exhale to lift, you inhale to lower. So as you come down, almost feel like you're floating. So you have a strong contraction on the way up, and it's floating on the way down. So if we can emphasize a slower lowering phase, you're stronger on the lower phase than you are on the lift phase. And that's going to give you a little bit more intensity if you're looking for more intensity in the workout. You are so close to finishing and so close to coming to the stretch. 2 more. 1 more. Good, and now lock it in. So you're locking that rib and hip ribs together, hips and ribs. Inhale as you exhale, draw the abdominals in, stabilize as you slide the legs in and lift up. All right, so you rotate across and center, across and center. So I like to stop the legs when the thighs are vertical. And the reason why is as soon as your legs come closer to your chest, and when you want to try it right now, drop your knees into your chest, you're going to notice that the abdominals relax. Because they don't have to do the work. Right? So they kind of pooch out, they relax. So if you keep your legs in that vertical position, your thighs in the vertical position, it helps to keep those muscles turned on as we're doing this. Okay, hold to your center. Here we go. Legs go out, elbows go out. Legs come in, elbows come in as you reverse curl. You come out, you come in. And again, if this is not good for your back, you can take your feet to the floor and just continue to do a roll. Right? You can just do that roll with the legs crossed, breathing through it, finishing it up. Whew. How many more would you like to do? Oh, you can't answer me right now because you're busy doing work. So I'm going to choose. I'm going to choose 4. All right? So I put 5 hands, 5 fingers up. Really 4. I can't count. Hey, Joelle, you got here a little late, but hey, good to see you. Are you in Alberta or Ontario right now? All right, keep it going. For 4, 3, 2, 1, and hug your knees in. Oh, so good. Take the knees slightly out and just rock. And that was your Pilates, your Fusion Pilates class today. How'd that feel? Good? All right, we're going to add a little Pilates into our stretch. So take your feet to the floor. Take your right leg up. So the right leg pointed. You're going to rotate the leg out. So external rotation, internal rotation. So you're just going to see how that hip moves. All right, so if you're not sure for what I'm talking about, see it from this angle. You want to rotate the hip in and out and in and out. So get nice rotation in the hip joint itself. Good. Now keep the leg there, straighten the opposite leg, flex the ankle, and just cross your leg over the midline of your body. We're going to stretch out the glute here. We're not rotating. We want to stretch out through the glute by just leaning the leg across. Now turn your big toe in slightly. Oh. If you turn that big toe in slightly, you get a little bit deeper into your glute muscles, and specifically your piriformis. So if you've ever had piriformis issues or tightness, if you're a runner and cyclist, very common, right, that you'll get tight in that area. So we're turning it in, leaning it over. And then come center, bend your knee, and then take the leg out to the side. Just open up the hip. Good. Come to the center, bring that foot down, bend the opposite leg, bring it up. Point your toe, internal rotation, external rotation. So we're rolling through that hip, trying to get some rotation through the hip. Keeping it going. Yeah. Rotating in and out. Okay, I'm going to turn this way again so you can see what's happening if you're watching. Okay, come to center, flex the foot, lean the leg across your body without rotating the spine. So the hips stay down, the leg goes across. And notice if this leg moves differently than the other, then turn your big toe down. So the big toe tries to turn down, you get a little bit more, you get deeper into the hip is what you do, is you get deeper into the hip and breathe through it as you come into that stretch. Whew, just across the body. You can straighten out the bottom leg, that'll give you a little bit more intensity into that leg. Then come center, bend your knee, hand to the inside of the knee, open the hip out to the side. Okay, bring that leg in, and then extend your legs out. Reach your arms up over your head. Take a nice long stretch. Point the toes in one direction, the fingertips in the opposite direction to create strength, length in the entire body. Inhale here. Exhale, reach the ceiling. Curl up all the way. Up, and then come into a flexed foot, fold forward. So as you're in your forward bend, I'd like you to think about this. Right? Functional training is training for real life. And one of the greatest functions that we want to keep as we age is our ability to get from the ground back up to standing. So, roll yourself up. There's no right or wrong way to do this, but I'd like you to think about how am I going to get up without using my hands. On the count of 3, I can't see you. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Figure it out. How are you going to get there? Hopefully I did that beautifully, gracefully. Take a deep breath. Inhale, raise up. Exhale. Are some of you still getting up? Inhale, raise up. Exhale, open up. And thank you for joining me this afternoon for Fusion Pilates. We're on again tomorrow at noon for a little core quickie. So Fusion core quickie, and you're like, wasn't that core? Yes, it was. But we're going to do a little bit more core tomorrow. So hopefully I'll see you at noon tomorrow. You can do a little core quickie. And love you all. Thank you for participating. For all of you from around the globe, thanks for being here and have a wonderful evening.